Welcome to Cindy Certified Recipes. You know, butter boards are only as good as the butter that they're made with. And that's why in many of my videos I talk about only using a top-notch, high-quality butter. So I'm bringing to you today this artisanal butter board so that you and your guests can sample all these wonderful butters from different countries with their unique qualities and tastes. So let's get to that butter. So this is my example of a butter tasting board. I've spread the butters out in a butter flow, if you will, and this way it'll give your guests a chance to pick an accoutrement and taste each individual butter. And there's also other items here that I'm going to tell you about that you're going to find interesting. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about the butter first. The first one over here is Irish butter, the Kerrygold, and you might be familiar with it. It's pretty easy to find, which makes it nice because it is a pretty high quality butter. It has like an 83% butter fat, which is really good. Anything over 80 is great. The standard in America, in the United States, is 80. So that's why I tend to look for European style butters, because they have a standard for a higher butter fat, which is always tastes better, has a better mouth feel, cooks up better, makes your food taste better. So always looking for that higher butter fat is a good thing. And a lot of these are gonna be different depending where you live. And we've lived in a lot of different places. So that can drive the types of butter that you can find where you are. But always look for that higher butter fat, that's the key. So like I said, this one is the Kerrygold, and this one is salted, but they also sell an unsalted. And then this one over here is a Danish butter, and that one's also salted and has that's one of my highest butter fats, is the Danish one's 85%. And then this one here in the middle is German butter, and that has an 82% butter fat. And this one over here is my absolute hands down favorite butter. And I might mess up the way it's pronounced, but it's Beurre de Signy from that region in France. And if you ever have this butter, you will be spoiled for life. It is like the best butter on the planet. It has to be. I mean, it's just, I've had a lot of butters, and that one is just, it is so good. So it's worth seeking it out. You're probably not going to find it in a store. You do have to order it, but it is totally worth it, at least once as a treat. And then you too can be spoiled for life. And on the end here I have ghee, which is a totally different animal. In the butter world, it's heated, and it has all the milk solids taken out in water, and it has a really strong butter flavor, and it's great to cook with because it has a high smoke point, and it's good on some of these treats here because you get that really intense butter flavor, and it also is super high in nutrients. All butter has lots of vitamins in it, minerals, but the ghee is very concentrated, and it's actually great to put in like coffee, to melt some in there, and you get that nice bit of butter, and it's got great fats for you. It's a very healthy fat. It's up there with coconut oil, but it's definitely different than these others. But I put it on here because it is a super healthy fat, and that intense butter flavor is remarkable with just about anything. So I set up a few things here to give you an idea what to put out for your butter tasting board. And so basically I just have some pieces of bread, and this is that wonderful bread from Cheesecake Factory. And I have some pieces of waffles, and I have these cute little pancakes, and believe it or not, hunks of chocolate, bittersweet chocolate, and I have chocolate with sea salt. And I'm going to tell you that the chocolate with sea salt is exquisite with the unsalted butters because they don't have salt, but this does, and you get that extra creaminess. And I'm telling you, chocolate and butter, they should just be married because they belong together. And then, so another idea is popcorn. I mean, how can you pass up rubbing some popcorn in butter? I mean, that's just like, you have to do it. And another thing too is dark chocolate sauce. Okay, and that one, I'm gonna put that one on my German unsalted butter. So I'm just gonna drizzle that on there. And you will not believe how good that is. And then, believe it or not, over here, that's Nutella, guys. So yes, Nutella goes really good with just about any of these, but let's see, I'm gonna put that one on my Danish butter. And there too, I'm just gonna sprinkle that Nutella on there. And that way you can scoop it up with any of these accoutrements I have out, and it'll blow your mind. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you. Let's see. So I think I'll put this with the ghee. So we're just gonna try some on the ghee. That intense butter with the bittersweet chocolate. Your guests will just love it. And then if you take some popcorn and just rub it in there. All you popcorn lovers out there, you're gonna like that one. And then again, I have these like little Belgian waffles, and we gotta get that French butter on those waffles. So awesome. Another idea for you is like a marmalade. Now, believe it or not, this particular marmalade is one of my favorites from IKEA. It's an orange elderflower marmalade, and it has big chunks of orange skin in there. It is really, really good. For those of you who haven't had it before, it's a must try over there in the little market section at IKEA. So you can use a jam, you can put jam on the butter or just leave it on the side to have some little paddles here to scoop the butter onto any accoutrement, or you can just rub the, I'll take another little, get a little pancake, and we'll do some of that chocolate butter, just like that. So awesome. So this is an idea for your butter tasting board, and you feel free to use any of my ideas for accoutrement or come up with your own. I mean, it's pretty wide open as to what type of things you'd like to put out. But this way too, if you ever build one of those regular butter boards that you see all over the internet, they'll give you an idea what the best butter is to do that with and which one tingles your taste buds the most. And to me, it's definitely the French butter, and that's hands down the best, I gotta tell you. But I hope you enjoyed this and it gives you some ideas to make your gourmet butter board for your guests. So I hope you enjoy this. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed my artisanal gourmet butter tasting board. Roll up your own butter logs and give it a try for your next get-together. And remember, if it's time tested, top-notch ingredients, and the talk of the table, it's Cindy certified.